You know her name. You've seen her smile. You've watched her videos. The perfectly staged moments. But what if Piper's story wasn't supposed to be a beautiful fairy tale? What if this was all a planned out, horrifying nightmare?
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I have to be honest with you guys. I didn't really want to do today's episode because a lot of content creators have covered this, and this is a very, like, I guess, sad, like very overly sad of a story. It's actually really sickening and genuinely really concerning. I was scared to look into it. I really was. It gets dark. It really does. And I didn't want to take on such a heavy job. But a lot of you, so many of you have been persistent in wanting this story. So I guess I'm going to do this justice. I'm going to do my best to bring a level of awareness, severity to the situation. It's a cautionary tale. I believe stories like this are not just, I guess, entertainment. It's also really effed up. Definitely an example of what we shouldn't do. And an example to all parents and families and I guess young people out there. This is the type of people to not to be, right? So they set a great example in that aspect. And as you can see, I'm dressed in black.
I'm dressed in black for yet another influencer's funeral.
Was that karma? I think that was karma.
Yeah, I just feel bad for the people in this story. There is definitely a lot of layers to this story. There's also a lot more depth than what some of you may think. Let's get into it. Oh, and to all the haters in my comments that's saying, stop exposing these people, as some of you also told me to get a job. Huh?
You guys are gonna grow to love me. And also,
this is my job.
Oh my god! I don't think that Piper Rockelle needs an introduction because I think like 99% of you would know what is happening right now with this case. But for those that don't know or don't know much about it, I'll give you a very brief and short introduction. According to an article from Betches, a online blog, Piper Rockelle is a 17-year-old sensation and actress. At just 8 years old, she rose to fame on YouTube when her mother, Tiffany Smith, and her mother's younger boyfriend, Hunter Hill, helped Piper create content that went viral. In 2017, Piper began to make videos with a group of tween friends known as The Squad. They all grew up in front of the camera, staging pranks around Los Angeles and participating in trends. Their videos got billions of views, and at the time, they were earning more than $500,000 a month in brand deals and other income streams. This is actually wild. I was looking through her vlogs just to get a sense of this girl, and I have to be honest, she doesn't give bad vibes. Like, she doesn't. She gives very hopeless vibes. She gives like a bird stuck in a cage, like very lost and confused girl vibes. I don't see a level of conscious or awareness in her eyes. She is so young. She's only 17. She basically grew up in front of the camera. Her mother is batshit crazy. Her mom has completely lost the plot. Her mom is an absolute nutcase, a nut job, and her mom is really weird. And her mom makes Piper kind of make bread. Like, Piper is literally the person that generates the income in the family. Piper is like a walking ATM for this mom. A sane person would not be doing this, right? Her mom must be some type of psychopath. Like, there's something mentally off about this mom. She's clearly mentally ill, but it's not an excuse because the mom is an adult. She is very well aware of what she's doing. Like I said, I was going through Piper's YouTube videos. So this is what I think. I think that her content is very staged. It's obviously very scripted.
My mom and I felt pressured and uncomfortable by Piper's team to do some of the things. For example, they tried to put me in a love triangle with a boy I didn't know, and I was gonna be that girl that has to fight over a boy with another girl, and it was just gonna be a competition.
She would always like yell at the kids. Piper's mom was very controlling and, you know, very judgmental and very just so forceful, and it began to become a toxic relationship.
Were you ever asked to pose provocatively or to wear things you were uncomfortable wearing? Oh yeah, Tiffany would always tell me to go up into Piper's closet and get something that's more tight and revealing.
A lot of people have come out to say that their stuff and the things that is run by Tiffany, which is Piper's mom, is all incredibly staged, scripted, planned out. It's definitely not an accident, right? Piper has also cried on camera and used the fact that she doesn't have a father to also gain engagement.
When I was a kid, I really didn't know how to answer this question because all of my other friends had like dads and everything and I didn't. I'm really happy that I'm starting to do singing. I know he would love this and it really sucks that he can't see this. So I'm gonna go fix myself up and then we'll get on to more questions.
Kinda reminds me of Lala Sadie, if I have to be honest.
This is so interesting because like, if you go onto Piper Rockelle's page, right, her videos actually aren't getting as many views for someone with 12 million followers. And there's a reason for that, because her content is staged as heck. Her stuff is so poorly orchestrated, like I said. It's brain rot content, it's not entertaining. It doesn't have any substance or actual value. It's weird, it's really weird content. And she's not getting traction from that. They really aren't. And after the lawsuits, right, after all these allegations, after everyone's talking about them, I think the next step to kind of advance the career, because the mom is actually brain dead, the next thing that would kind of give them that recognition is to lie some more or to go into the Bop House, create this crazy story, right? Make the world shocked. To these types of people, any type of recognition is recognition. They thrive on hate. They don't care about their reputation. They only look at money. Your attention, good or not, makes them bank. And I think that is probably what the mother thought of. This is the next step. The Bop House, to get more recognition, to make the internet and the world more outraged for engagement. This is a part of their plan. I don't believe content creators like this at all. If you've lied enough times, even if you tell the truth, obviously I want to keep giving people the benefit of doubt. If a person has been caught lying way too many times, my heart goes cold. I can't trust them again. I distance myself. I wish them the absolute best. I hope they heal. I'll say all the nice things. I will genuinely pray for them, but will I ever welcome them in my life or engage with them again? Absolutely not. Oh, so this girl called Joy May. So this whole controversial thing started within the Bop House from a girl called Joy May. She basically made a video of her crying. I can't find that video, saying all these things that's going on in the Bop House, where this 17-year-old came in, aka Piper Rockelle, and they are accepting minors. She's crying on the camera, really selling us the story. To trust any of the drama is real in the Bop House, to trust any of these crocodile tears are real amongst any of these fake ass influencers
is silly.
Okay, so if you do trust these people, I encourage you to think twice. Everything is to get engagement for them. Like I said, anything will make them money. These people are incredibly money driven and money hungry and very self-serving. So this girl comes out with her crocodile tears, telling everyone, the world, how a 17-year-old Piper Rockelle is entering the Bop House. Great start to this drama. Great start to the controversy. These girls are clearly really manipulative. So yeah, let's take a look at some clips that I've watched and gathered.
Let's get deeper into this.
Brace yourself for the intensity of this story.
I encourage you all to listen carefully to today's tale, because remember,
The devil is always in the details.
It is one thing to involve as a parent your child in these images, but to pull other individuals in to make these photos absolutely blows my mind. Piper is also featured with a young woman that I found through going through her socials who is 19 years old making this sexual content. So a 19-year-old is getting together with this 17-year-old to make these photos and knows that they're being sold to men on the internet? So weird. And of course it begs the question, is Piper the only minor who's being victimized in this way on this brand army site? And of course the answer is no. I'm gonna blur these images and videos because I don't want to share other minors on this site in case this information gets into the wrong hands, but there are other profiles on this brand army website that are parent managed and at least allude to some sort of sexual nature behind the posts that they're making. Again, I cannot confirm that these are all sexual accounts, but many of them are insinuating it.
Yeah, so this is incredibly weird. According to the internet, Piper Rockelle's mom, people have exposed the mom for sending Piper's used underwear and training bras to old men who bid for it on the internet for money, for cash.
Ugh, it makes me feel sick.
Not only that, this mom decides to get Piper to join the Bop House, to sell photos of her in really weird outfits, right, in very sexual poses on an online platform. This online platform is called Army Site.
And then of course you have to ask yourself, does Brand Army, this company, know that this is being hosted on their site? If they have enough forethought to put minors on parent-managed accounts, then they know that minors are often objectified and victimized by predators. That's why you would put parents as the gatekeepers on this website.
Like, if she keeps going at this speed, she is going to turn 18 soon and she might just start doing OnlyFans. Like, that is the direction where I'm seeing. I hope she doesn't end up that way. I love Amala. She talks a lot about a lot of different topics, but I would say she's more on the political side. She's very well spoken. I agree with a lot of her views.
You are not supposed to be posed for photos or videos in a bed. And not only has she done that, she's done that with another minor present in the photos, allegedly. And of course, Piper is not the only page that's in violation of these supposed junior guidelines, some of which make no sense. So how is Brand Army not catching these little slip-ups? Well, they claim to be requiring monthly check-ins. They say we require the parent of a junior channel creator to check in once per month with their Brand Army contact. We want to know that the parents are continuing to manage and monitor their child's junior channel. We also want to know if there's anything we can do to help support their channel and see if there are areas in which we can improve. And the wording on this is very interesting. I'll read it again. We want to know that the parents are continuing to manage and monitor the child's junior channel. So on these monthly check-ins, are you getting on the phone with the parent and saying, hey, is everything okay? You guys making money? And then hearing yes and hanging up? Are you checking in on the websites of these minors? Are you checking in on the parents that are supposedly managing these sites to make sure they're following their guidelines? Doesn't seem like it.
This is the part where it gets weird and it gets a little bit more shocking. So there's this website called Brand Army. Brand Army is a subscription service that allows parents to sell photos of their children to strangers. What the f? So you can be a minor and start a website like this, but you must be over the age of 18 to be a member, to be a consumer on this platform. How freaking messed up is that? Some worry it's creating a breeding space for predatory behavior. Yeah, duh. How is this even a thing? So anyway, long story short, Piper Rockelle's parents handles this apparently and sells really effed up photos. I haven't seen it, and even if I do pay to see it, to show you guys, I am legally not allowed to show you guys, right? It's crazy that this mother is doing this and she is not locked up. She hasn't suffered any actual serious consequences. Why? What is happening? The owner of this platform, Brand Army, is actually a woman. So I'm gonna try to reach out to this platform to ask them why they're doing this, and they have received no response. The website and platform itself doesn't seem like they've made any adjustments to the guidelines. You are still able to do this, and Piper Rockelle's parents are not the only ones that are doing this. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of more parents doing exactly the same thing, exploiting their children, underage minors, for cash. This world is so messed up.
This New York Post article is titled, Meta allowed parents to exploit their kids by having pedophiles pay to see them in bikinis on Instagram. Meta's new paid subscriber service allowed parents to exploit their children by charging pedophiles to gawk at their bikini-clad kids on Instagram, where girls as young as 9 years old were attracting comments from men such as perfect bikini body, those thighs are perfect, and you are so hot. Staffers at Facebook and Instagram parent Meta said they flagged hundreds of so-called parent-managed minor accounts that were using the subscription feature on those platforms to sell exclusive content that included photos of young girls in bikinis and leotards to mostly men, according to the Wall Street Journal.
What the f? It's Piper Rockelle, right? Everyone knows about this case. This is weird. This girl is confused. And then it's the mother, right? Okay, we blame the mother. She's bad, crazy. She's really freaking weird. She's also exploitative, evil, manipulative, right? And then what's higher than that? The platforms that they're using this on, right? Where they are allowing this to happen. At least YouTube doesn't allow nudity, right? And then we're going to go a little higher, Meta, the actual internet. Because what the heck is happening? If you enter the dark web and get child pornography,
you go to jail.
But Brand Army, because, you know, it's technically not 100% nudity. It's promiscuous, it's sexual, it's got an innuendo of very strongly sexual content. Somehow this is legal. Finding loopholes to child pornography. Like, what the heck? So this is what I mean, right? I've made videos, I always talk about this. We need to look deeper into things. It's so easy to blame Piper. She was raised like this. Like, Piper Rockelle was raised and bred to be a show pony by her mother. So I don't blame Piper. It's so easy to blame her, right? But it's even easier to blame the mother. And of course, the mother should be blamed. But then, like I said, we need to point the fingers at these platforms that's promoting this. They're promoting gluttony, promoting sexual behavior, brainwashing children to think that this is okay, right? These days, if you say you can't wear this, you shouldn't wear that, some children are brainwashed to the point where they think it's normal. And they are so defensive when you tell them that they shouldn't, and then you're the bad person for trying to protect them. Social media platforms wants to slowly brainwash us to think that this is okay, to think that being promiscuous as a woman is fine starting from a young age. They want to do this. They've always done this. They will never stop unless we all realize. And like I told you guys, the capitalistic world runs and revolves around money, sex, and power. Whatever makes them money. They don't care. They don't have morals. They turn a blind eye if it's generating enough income for them, more than enough income for them. Why are they doing this? Right? Why are they doing this? It's about control. It's to sell women a feeling of freedom. When you think that you can wear whatever you want, when you think that you can post whatever type of photos you want, you think that that's a choice given to you because it's regulated now. And social media and very naive, and I'm sorry to say this, stupid influencers sell this idea to support women.
They are also misguided themselves as well.
We as women are sold that this is freedom, but it's not. Because who's paying for this? Who are the consumers? Who are the people that own Meta, that own the internet, that own these platforms? A majority of them are men and deranged women who do not care for you. They care about money. The influencers that are making money from sex work, they care about money. If you were to go to them and ask for genuine help and guidance, I promise you that they will not bat an eye at you. It's to brainwash us to think that it's for self-expression, to show off our bodies, right? To cater to ourselves. It's for freedom and empowerment.
Honey.
No.
Now prostitution is all online because this world is all going to slowly start to go online. Everything is turning into the digital age now. We are in the digital age. Welcome. You are seeing me on a digital platform.
I'm not in front of you.
Right? When young women are brainwashed to be promiscuous, this also makes women insecure. Yes, these girls from the Bop House, these people look like they're happy and they love themselves, they're winning, they're empowered. It's going to be so dark for them. And I hope that they heal in this lifetime, that they have enough time to turn around, to turn themselves to God and to light, to heal in this lifetime. I pray. So if you're young right now, you want to do this, or you support this, or you're engaged or involved in some type of way, you have time to back out. You have time to save yourself. So do it. And another thing I want to quickly add on top of that, not only this is all fake empowerment and an adrenaline rush and an ego boost for young women, this also caters to lust. This caters to the male gaze. It doesn't matter if you want it to or not. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. Again, it's brainwashing you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you're doing it for. It's to get the women to come in, to buy all this stuff, right, to sell their bodies on the internet for free or for cash, caters to the capitalistic world, and it also gets the men to consume. No one is the winner here. Both parties are dummies. They're falling into it. The women are suffering from pride, which they think is empowerment and confidence, but no, pride is a sin. And the men are falling into lust. They think it's love. They think it's appreciating beauty or whatever the heck. When you are driven by a sin,
you are controlled by whoever is selling it to you.
You are controlled. You are not free. To have true freedom is to break away from it. To have true freedom is to see through all the sins that the capitalistic world capitalize on, and to break free and not be addicted to anything, not be driven by your ego, because that's how they get you. Freedom is not making a shitload of money and you think that you have freedom. Freedom is to see through all of this, and money is a tool that can help us with it. Money is not freedom. You have to have intellect and wisdom. And that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying through the intensity. I hope you've all learned something today. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I know some of you guys watch my videos and don't subscribe. I'm looking at you. Take a long, hard look at me in the eye and subscribe right now. Comment below what you guys think. I really, really want to hear your thoughts. Have an amazing week, and I'll see all of you in next week's episode. Bye.